Gemini, hello. Thank you for joining us. We are going to do a full moon reading. We have a beautiful full moon coming on September 14th, and it is in Pisces. So it's going to be a very watery, emotional time for all of us. There are different impacts to this type of full moon for everyone. However, and again, I'm not an astrologer, but what I've been reading indicates this moon in particular is going to be very intense. So there could be conflicts, there could be emotional bickering and drama. There also is so much energy here that we can harness for our personal transformation. I even saw someone refer to it as the Phoenix Moon. So what I am doing today is pulling some cards from a variety of decks, asking Spirit to give us some guidance for Gemini on how best to weather any storms that come with this full moon and how we can take full advantage of this transformational energy to aid us in our personal growth and our journey. We'll be using the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane, which is a new one, and it's beautiful. You're going to see. This is my Linestrider Tarot that from Shiloh Thompson that we're going to look at as well. The Oracle of Mystical Moments by Katrin Weltz-Stein. And lastly, our Making Magic by Priestess Moon. Okay? I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to shuffle 3 times, take the 3 off the top. See where we're at. Gemini, this is Sun, Moon, and Rising. Can benefit from this. If you're only checking out your rising, your sun sign, you're sort of missing some aspects because our full experience is a combination of all of the energies of our sun, moon, and rising. And this is a general reading, so it's not going to relate to all of you. If it's something that resonates, that's great. You can take what is of value to you and leave the rest. And if it's not your reading, maybe the next one will be. Wow. Okay, Gemini. So what are we dealing with around this full moon? We have the King of Swords. This is you. You with all your intellectual abilities, all of your sharp mental energy. In this King of Swords, we have an energy coming here that you're using your head over your heart. You're making very, very logical decisions lately. You're not letting emotion rule you. And that means this particular moon might be challenging for you because it is a Pisces full moon. It's so watery. It's so emotional. You are definitely in a place right now of discipline. And although you may be a bit ambivalent about your intellectual gifts and your leadership ability, you are not taking your eyes off what is scientifically proven to be true. You're not letting yourself fall into any sort of, focus on emotional intelligence right now. So this could be a challenge for this moon. The Ace of Cups is a new relationship, a new feeling perhaps. It is getting in touch with your intuition. It is potentially overpowering emotion. All right. So this could be a conflict waiting to happen, where you are here very, very firmly seated in logic, and you're about to get washed over with some massive emotional experience. It's not a negative thing. It's a positive emotional experience. It's just overwhelming, and it might feel really disconcerting to someone who's so deeply seated. Yeah, seated, right? That's why the throne is there. Deeply, deeply seated in logic right now, head over heart, and you're about to get blown away by this emotional wave. And then we have the Judgment card coming in. It's ending something that needs to end. It is this sense of reckoning, right? You are awakening to an understanding. And part of that understanding is that how we make our choices today impacts tomorrow. What you've done in the past is putting you where you are right now. Okay? That's sort of this awareness and reckoning. And maybe that's not a bad thing, because maybe you're in a really great place, right? It's not necessarily negative. What I am sensing is a tension. It's a tension, and it might feel like, it might feel really intense. Yeah, is all I can see. Because you're not in an emotional place right now at all. And you're about to be massively moved emotionally, which is a good thing, except you're really just not comfortable with it. Let's see what other guidance we can get from Spirit, Gemini, to further understand. Just 2 cards for Gemini, please. 1 more card for Gemini, please. 1 more card for Gemini, please. Spirit, further full moon guidance for Gemini. 1 more card, please. All right. So, we have the 6 of Swords, which is a leaving. You're leaving something behind, or someone is leaving you. I can't quite tell yet. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is about hard work. You're really putting in lots of effort. There's success here in your efforts are very efficient. You're holding your responsibilities well. You are maybe what's the word I'm looking for? You're dealing with some complexity here. And there's a sense here that you are very focused on the normal day-to-day tasks of living, but it's probably this head over heart running up against this huge wave of emotion, but you're feeling a little conflicted about being a human being, right? You'd like very much to stay purely logical, but being a human isn't about being purely logical, Gemini. It's about feeling too. And that's a challenge for you right now. I don't know what this 6 of Swords, if there's something that's ending, there's something that's ending and you've been very logical about it, and now you're starting to understand it's not just a logic issue, that there's an emotional component of this you need to feel your way through. It's a transition for sure. Something is changing and you're moving on. And it's possible that your intellect is helping to soothe your process here by helping you to understand the big picture of why it needs to end and this and that. But you can't not feel. There's something about this ending, something about this transition, something about this reckoning that's calling on you to accept now with this full moon, this very emotional Pisces full moon, that you need to feel. You can't just leave it all on paper and spreadsheets. Your heart is involved in this, and something is ending. And you need to feel it. You need to feel that. That's just how it is. You have number 34, Abracadabra. Let's look her up and see what we got here. 34, Magic, Secrets, Patterns, Destiny. Rising from a kingdom of skyscrapers, a giant woman glows in the cityscape. She's so tall she can touch the stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxes the future from the constellations. There is such order in the universe, in the golden ratio of a nautilus shell, or patterns in the starry night. We can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are all magicians in our own lives. Wow. This is Spirit calling on you, Gemini, not to lose sight of the fact that you are a master manifester. You are the magician. Pretty typically in standard tarot interpretation, the magician card is considered Gemini, I believe. This is Spirit stepping in and saying, hey, this is not easy, but you need to feel it. You can't just think it. And you have the ability to pull down the stars, to write your future. It's beautiful. Whatever this full moon is bringing to a culmination here, you have the analytical ability to work through it. You will find the ability to work through and feel as well. This is a transition that needs to happen, for sure. But you have everything you need to get through it, Gemini. Let's find one more morsel of wisdom here for Gemini from Spirit for our full moon read. Fire. Maybe you have some fire in your chart. Maybe you know someone who's a fire sign. I can't get it to focus. All right. Fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. So there's some new aspect of your existence that's coming to be out of this watery water experience of this full moon. You're going to come out of this with a renewed sense of passion and the understanding that you are the magician. You can transform your future into anything you want it to be, Gemini. It's pretty great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this time. I love doing these readings, and it's really great when they help folks. So I'm really hoping this helps you transition through that full moon period around the 14th. I hope you get out there and enjoy that full moon. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Would love to have you be part of our tribe. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope that you are able to get outside and just really soak in that moon glow. I send you now with many blessings. Bye, Gemini.